Not only is it time to update you on how these three gorgeous koalas have gone in the kindy, but they've left and are on their way to being wild and free koalas already. So we better catch up with them and see how they've done. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Koala Gardens. Please make sure you smash that like button and leave me a comment. I'm Katrina and I'm passionate about saving koalas. I have a wildlife sanctuary and you get to share the experiences here with me. I also help create a beautiful series of children's books based on the animals here on the property. Please make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. You can help me help koalas even more. And now, sit back and enjoy the video. In the kindy, we've just had three gorgeous youngsters, Carlisle, who is a little fella, Cola, and Swifty, who are two girls. They've shared the kindy. Sometimes some of them have shared a tree, but most of the time they've actually been separated from each other, moving around tree to tree. Cola is a really dark girl and she's so lovely. Early mornings make it hard to have the right light for shooting video, but I always come out and check on them at the beginning of each day to make sure that everything has gone all right overnight. The main purposes of the kindy are to allow young koalas that have either been in care for a while or have been hand raised to learn the last things they need to learn about really being on their own as wild little koalas, even though they are contained in an enclosure. There's around 50 trees in the kindy area, so having up to three youngsters in here at a time is quite fine. They learn to climb in a way they haven't been able to climb while they were being raised, make decisions, and a really important thing about this is that we need to make sure that without humans being in there all the time and doing things for them, that they're able to maintain their weight and their body condition, and that gives us a really good indication of whether they're ready to go out into the wild on their own. Most of the time they're not really even aware that I'm in there, but occasionally they are awakened down a bit lower like Swifty here, and it's great to see this behaviour where she just looks at me, turns around and goes back on her way. So this is another important part of the kindy. We don't want to be releasing young koalas into the wild that feel a connection or attraction to humans or feel at all dependent on them. And I think we can say, job achieved. And the day has come. So we do have more people here than we need to catch koalas, but this makes a really good training opportunity. So long poles with some aluminium foil attached to the top of them are used to do what we call flagging, where we wave those strips of aluminium above the koala's head and it encourages the koala to come climbing down the tree so that we can catch them. Now, it's very important that the rescue team will actually take a few minutes to stop and discuss the strategy, who's going to do what, before starting to catch a koala, so that it's as smooth and as stress-free as possible. As soon as they're in a cage, we cover the cage over, because the koala finds it's much less stressful if everything just goes a bit dark. And number 3, this was probably actually the fastest we've caught koalas yet. Everything was done in about 10 minutes, which is pretty darn good. Once they've all been caught, they get put onto a set of scales. We've already weighed the cages, so we're able to do the calculation and check the weight of each of the koalas and their body condition, so that before they move from here to the soft release location, we can be sure that they've been doing okay and are going to be fine to go into the soft release. The youngsters usually stay in the kindy for somewhere between around 2 and 4 weeks. There's a few different things that might influence how long we decide to keep them in there. Of course, if any of them don't seem to be doing well, we would catch them straight away and take them back in for a checkup. But for the most part, this was a very smooth kindy stay, and we wish these 3 gorgeous koalas all the best. And guess what? You've reached the end of yet another video. Please make sure you have smashed that like button and write in the comments below, back to the wild. It's always so gratifying to be able to be involved in releasing koalas out into the wild again. Thanks for visiting Koala Gardens. Did you hit the like button? Now before you go, there's lots more great video to see, and make sure you've subscribed and hit that notification bell.